This is the London Clinic. This is London's largest, as we're quoted, private hospital. Just on Harley Street. Now, those who know can only but imagine the cost of a night's treatment here. For a suite of rooms in which you will be treated in, you can only but imagine the cost. But yet this place here, the London Clinic, with another branch just across the road there, was the place where the average Nigerian can't even enter the door because they'd have to get on the plane to come here. Having got on the plane to come here, not only was the person who misruled us for how many years able to get full treatment, but he was able for it to be without payment from his pocket. At London's largest private hospital, Harley Street. Now, citizen, I'm sure you have something to say.
There's something very, very that is stirring. That will make there's something galling about this. This is the same man they said who stayed here receiving treatment in a private hospital in London. This same man, I remember him, I said this before, as a child growing up in Nigeria, when he toppled Buhari's, Shagari's government. The first thing they said was that Nigerian hospitals has deteriorated. That was what he said when they come up with that coup. The same man came to London in a private hospital.
Question we must ask. As we can quote from staff, as we told, we didn't film them because we like to leave them as anonymous. We were told he was here between 2 weeks and 10 days. 10 days, 2 weeks, that kind of thing. How is it that those who foot the bill for this treatment, not only this one, but one's going back, are only told on the day when the bill is due? They weren't told when he arrived. They were told when the bill is due. This is the London Clinic. Not Abuja Clinic, not Echo Clinic, not Port Harcourt, not Kanu, not Katsina. This is London Clinic. Go on the website and see how much the fees are for what they call self-pay.
And I think it's the largest private hospital
in London.
The largest private hospital in London.
Bigger than the Wellington.
Yeah, the thing is that these people who came here for treatment, nothing stops them from going to the national health clinics or hospital in London here because it is free. For someone like him, he has a British passport. So it will be free for him. So, but again, having the last laugh, he still went to a private hospital in this country. The cost, which is nothing but peanut to them anyway, because it's public money.
Because it's for free.
This public money is free as well. It doesn't know the cost. I understand what you're saying. It's free because they don't pay for it. Because it's a money that belongs to Nigeria. So they do whatever they like.
Nigerian citizen. Are you a citizen?
So
are you a citizen? Can you enter this hospital as a citizen?
I understand what you're saying. It's free. It's free for those Nigerian politicians because it is not their money in the first place. So they do whatever they like. But it's a very expensive hospital for an ordinary person to come to. You can't even afford it. Okay, now my point is that I was looking at this hospital when we came here. What was going through my mind was this. If there was leadership, something like this would be in different parts of Nigeria. This man would have created something like this in Nigeria.
Times 20?
Yes.
Times 30?
Yes.
Times 50? Times 70? Each state would have 2, 3 places like this. How many do they have now?
They will loot, steal the money, and at the end of the day, they will come and use that money and spend it abroad. Spend it abroad.
When This man was ill. We were never told what ailed him. Now he's dead. Will we be told what killed him? Nigeria saved him. He's killing us. This is the London Clinic, where he's saving those perpetrators of the greatest fraud known to man. That one which keeps you enslaved. If you like, take action. If you don't like, take action. Whichever way it is. But question yourself. When your children are sick, when your parents are sick, what hospital do they go to in that contraption? That place called Nigeria. Where do they go? Is it the same London Clinic? On that note, this is a short one with vigor and militancy. We say take it back.
Action.
We say take it back.
Action.
We say take it back.
Action.
Action. No going back.
Our sincere condolences to his family, his wife, his children. The man was 82. Alaji Buhari, may you so rest in peace. Okweko means it is the kind of death that family members will come together and celebrate, yes, because he was in his 80s. Now, I know a lot of people will be offended that we will also talk about the big elephant in the room, the fact that a former Nigerian president died in a hospital in London. But we have to talk about this. We are not trying to offend anyone. We are respecting the dead. But while we are respecting the dead, we also need to respect those that are living. Because even though Baba Buhari is gone, we still have millions of people that are in desperate need of better health care in Nigeria. So we are respecting the dead, we are also respecting the living. And that's why we started out sympathizing with everybody that is affected. However, we cannot ignore the big elephant in the room. Why London? Why should a whole president that was in office for 8 years, and that is different from when he was head of state in the 80s, why should he die in London? Right now, another former Nigerian president is also in London fighting for his life. Former head of state, Abdusalam Abubakar. He's 83. Should it be like that? Shoye Kolibere. I mean, Mandela died in his own country, South Africa. What is our own problem? Do we not have shame? In fact, Buhari has been in London receiving treatment since April, according to Premium Times. May, June, July. 3 months. He spent the last 3 months of his life in a hospital in another man's country when he's supposed to be surrounded by loved ones. How can someone in 8 years refuse to build or equip at least one hospital and make it good enough for him to be treated? By the way, when he was leaving Nigeria, he never knew this would be his last time of leaving Nigeria, because according to Premium Times, so he actually went for checkup when his condition got worse. And that's how he ended up not coming back home. Remember, that is what he did throughout his tenure. He was always going to London for checkup and all kinds of treatment. We shouted, so build a good hospital in your own country. By the way, we have a hospital just for presidents and their family members inside Aso Rock Villa Gongo. Forget about all the billions that they claim to have spent on that presidential clinic. Buhari himself in 2021 approved another 21 billion naira for this same presidential clinic. This is 2025. Why didn't he go there for treatment? Only God knows how much money has been siphoned in the name of that Aso Rock clinic. Yet, when they unveiled the thing 2 years ago, it was not special. I mean, it's not like, well, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. But for the kind of money that they said that they spent, it's like we like to celebrate mediocrity. Anyways, Buhari don't do his own. Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are the one in power today.
The skies turned gray the day you left us all. Your smile, a memory, can't forget the call. The echoes linger in the empty hall. Your spirit soaring, breaking every wall. In photographs we see your shining face, a timeless beauty that we can't replace. You filled the world with light and endless grace, but now you're gone, left to fill the space. Rest in peace, we'll remember you. In our hearts your love will see us through. Rest in peace, this song's for you. We'll hold your light in all we do. nights alone without your laughing sound. In dreams we meet where love and joy abound. Though you're not here, your essence is profound. Your voice and whispers all around. We'll cherish moments that we had to share. In every place we feel that you are there. Your gentle touch, a breeze upon the air. Your love eternal beyond compare. Rest in peace, they'll remember you. In our hearts your love will see us through. Rest in peace, this song's for you. We'll hold your light in all we do.
The green, white, green Nigerian flag have been brought down there by officers. Of course, don't forget that apart from being a soldier, as his position as a former head of state, was the commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
While he was president, he made some trips in the last 5 years. On the 30th of March to the April 13th in 2021, Buhari was in London. He spent 15 days while he was president, and in July 2021, he also spent 14 days in London. And you could also recall that he has been battling a particular air challenge in 2016.
Muhammadu Buhari was born on December 17, 1942, in Dara and the northwestern states of Katsina. He joined the Nigerian army at the tender age of 19 and rose through the ranks. Buhari took power in 1983 as a military leader, where he sought to revive Nigerian economy. He defeated Goodluck Jonathan in 2015, marking a seamless transition. Buhari's appeal lay in the anti-corruption message. But his failure to deal with terror group Boko Haram triggered criticisms under his presidency.
I welcome the robust defense cooperation between Nigeria and South Africa and call for more support and solidarity with us in our fight against terrorism and violent extremism. We also welcome the increased collaboration against arms and drug trafficking, money laundering, and human trafficking. We are committed to greater cooperation to address the economic challenges facing the people of our two countries, especially with regard to unemployment, which we believe is at the root of so much youth restiveness and radicalization.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has joined other world leaders in sending his condolences to Nigeria.
President Ramaphosa had the privilege of working closely with President Buhari on building relations between South Africa and Nigeria and sharing numerous reciprocal visits, including during the COVID-19 pandemic.
I'm so upset right now. Oh, please do not beg me. How dare they disrespect our president like that? Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the Jagaban of Lagos. Did you see how they treated the man at the BRICS summit? You know, the intergovernmental organization comprising of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, aimed at greater economic and geopolitical integration among member states. Tinubu was there representing Nigeria. The man was speaking passionately. Okay, well, he was speaking. And trust me, he wasn't even saying balablu bulaba this time around. only for the two men sitting behind him to I'm very upset right now. First of all, they removed their translation headphones, the one that they were supposed to use to hear what the man was saying. Maybe they thought he was about to say something very important, but then they waited, they listened, and then they decided, nah, I'm good. Can you imagine? How dare you? The next thing, phones came out. One of them was scrolling through his phone. The other one decided to join him, also scrolling through his phone. Maybe Talaji in sorrow while the president was talking. One of them even had the audacity to bring out his AirPods and he started vibing to something on his phone while the Jagaman was still talking. Abi, you didn't whine me. Can you imagine this kind of disrespect? You cannot even pretend to be listening to the man. Even if his speech is boring, he's still a president. Show some respect.
The minister was talking about that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, and in all of these, there are the rites of passage in terms of burial in the Islamic rite. They are detailed, they're specific. And when you're burying a leader as this, there are a lot of things that have to be put in consideration. The young man, Yusuf, is carrying a lot of burden on his shoulder in this moment. He's not the eldest of the children, but in this moment, we see him playing a prominent role in this regard. So let's perhaps have another feel of what's going on right on the ground.
process of
we shall be alright, we shall be alright. Nache, we shall be alright, we shall be alright. Nache, we shall be alright, we shall be alright. Nache, we shall be alright, Nache, we shall be alright. See, Baba Yadawo from London. Then they ask me, where do you come from? Say me na from Adamawa in Agani Subaru House of Hip Hop.